Hello everyone. Our topic for this week is all about composition and layers of the atmosphere.
This video is for educational purposes only. Uploading it in any social media platform is not allowed.
Our objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to number 1, discuss the different layers of the atmosphere. Number 2, explain how greenhouse effect and global warming affect the environment. Number 3, discuss the different types of atmospheric pollution. We humans take the air around us for granted. But, as with other resources, man cannot live without air. So air is a mixture of gases in the atmosphere. As you can see here, atmosphere composed of different gases. The most abundant gas in the atmosphere is nitrogen. It composes of 78%. Next is the oxygen, the second abundant atmosphere. So makuha natin siyang oxygen from the living things nga ilahang ginatake in ang oxygen during respiration. Second is the argon. Fourth is the carbon dioxide. So kaning carbon dioxide, gamay ra gyud kaayo ang naa sa atmosphere. So living things release carbon dioxide during respiration. So carbon dioxide is important for plants because it is a raw material for photosynthesis. This time we are going to take a sneak peek about the different atmospheric layers.
Hello friends, welcome to a new happy learning video. Today we're going to learn about the Earth's atmosphere. The layer of gas surrounding the Earth is called the atmosphere, and it is an essential element for life on Earth to exist. It makes all living things be able to breathe. It protects us from rays coming from the sun and space. And it also prevents large changes in temperature during day and night. The atmosphere isn't homogeneous. Instead, it changes its composition according to its height. It becomes less and less dense with less and less air. Because of those differences, we divide the atmosphere in 5 layers called the Troposphere, Stratosphere, Mesosphere, Thermosphere and Exosphere. We're going to know more about each one of them. The troposphere is the interior layer, the closest one to the Earth's surface. It reaches 12 kilometers in height, and within it is where the phenomenon we call the weather happens, the climate. The stratosphere reaches an average height of 50 kilometers, although in some points it reaches 70. Inside the stratosphere, we can find the ozone layer, which is essential for life because it filters ultraviolet light coming from the sun. If it didn't exist, these rays would end life on our planet. The mesosphere is situated between 50 and 80 kilometers over the Earth's surface. It's the coldest layer in the atmosphere. It can reach less than 90 degrees below zero. It's so cold. The thermosphere, also called ionosphere, reaches 400 kilometers. Within it, space shuttles travel around the Earth. And it's also where the mysterious northern lights take place. They're beautiful, aren't they? The exosphere is the last layer in the atmosphere and is situated between 400 and 2,000 kilometers. After this, there are no more gases, only the emptiness of space. Now we know all about the atmosphere and its layers, But we can't say goodbye without talking about pollution. Human activity releases many gases that contaminate our atmosphere. Smoke from factories, cars, lots of the daily activities we do are creating changes in the atmosphere's composition. All this produces climate change. Floods, acid rain that terminates woodlands. A polluted atmosphere puts the planet's and all living things' health in danger. We need to take the necessary measures so we pollute as little as possible and take care of our planet and the atmosphere so we can carry on enjoying all of nature's wonders. Goodbye, friends.
So our ozone layer found within the troposphere. So ozone layer is an unstable bluish gas composed of 3 atoms of oxygen. Greenhouse effect and global warming. Greenhouse effect is a natural process that warms the Earth's surface. So part ni siya sa Earth makeup nga naay greenhouse effect. Sila ang motrap sa mga gases from light energy nga nisulod sa Earth then converted into heat. So sila ang mag-absorb. So what will happen if daghan na kay ang gases sa taas? So pag absorb nila sa heat, mas masubraan mo nang init na kaayo ta kay dili na maka-bounce back ang heat, ang light energy nga nag-turns into heat. So due to human activities, they intensify the atmospheric temperature mo na magkaroon ta ng global warming. So dili lang kay mutaas ang temperature, also madaot pod ang atoang ozone layer. So, these are the types and sources of these greenhouse gases. We have the carbon dioxide, contributes 82% of the global warming phenomenon on Earth. It is because of burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, wala na mag-absorb sa carbon dioxide, and changes in land use. Next is methane. Traps heat 20 to 30 times more efficiently than carbon dioxide, contributes 10% of the global warming phenomenon on Earth. Sources: landfills, wetlands, flooded rice paddies, natural gas and biomass burning. Next is ozone, contributes 3% of the global warming phenomenon on Earth, formed when nitrous oxide reacts with unburned hydrocarbons. Next is nitrous oxides, amounts for 6% of the global warming phenomenon on Earth, traps heat 230 times more efficiently than carbon dioxide. So from forest fires, burnings of fossil fuels, and motor vehicles exhaust. Next is chlorofluorocarbons, most destructive greenhouse gas. Heat trapping property is 20,000 times than the carbon dioxide. So grabe siya. Pressurized spray cans, styrofoam, solvent, refrigerators, and air conditioning units. So kani sila mga ga-absorb og heat kay makadaot siya sa ato ang atmosphere. We have the atmospheric pollution. The pollution is the undesirable change in physical, chemical, and biological conditions of the environment. So these are the natural activities that pollute the atmosphere. So dili man nato tuyon pero mahitabo gyud ni siya due to natural activities. For example is the volcanic eruption. Dili man nato tuyon nga mubuto ra gyud siya, so kay mga ashes moderate na siya sa atmosphere nga makakause out pollution and then the forest fires. So different atmospheric pollutants and their sources and impacts. So we have here the pollutant sulfur dioxide. Gikan ni siya sa fossil fuel burning and other combustion activities. So impacts: acid precipitation and eye, mouth and throat problems in humans. Nitrous oxide, fossil fuel burning and other combustion activities. Acid precipitation and respiratory problems in humans can react with VOX to form photochemical smog. Carbon monoxide, motor vehicles exhaust formed by the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels. So can destroy ozone formation, can combine with blood, and interferes with oxygen transport into body. We have also the volatile organic compounds. Volatile solvents like either acetone and xylene, industrial processes and fossil fuel combustion, so it can affect our eye and respiratory. Prolonged exposure can cause leukemia and cancer. Ozone, formed when nitrous oxide reacts with unburned hydrocarbons. So it harms vegetation, health hazards to man when at the ground level and accelerates environmental temperature. We have also the particulates, burning of fossil fuels and forest fires. So allergic reaction and respiratory problems. So because of the atmospheric pollution, it will produce acid precipitation. So what will happen? Sa plants, mga daot ang mga dahon. In monuments and works of art, ang kanang mga paints, ang kanang mga monuments madaot. Makita ninyo ang siminto, dali ra kayo wala ang hiyang mga pintal. In aquatic animals, kanang mga fish nga fresh water ang ilang gusto because of the acid rain nangamatay sila. Alright? So,
For your activity, in a one-whole sheet of paper, you are going to answer the remembering content set A, that is items 1 to 5, page 380. So you can answer directly. Number 2, illustrate and explain how does greenhouse effect warm the earth. So paano naka-warm ang greenhouse effect sa atoang earth. So, when we say illustrate, inyuhang drawingon, okay? Drawingon ninyo, then ang inyong gidrawing, inyuhang i-explain. By answering, how does greenhouse effect warm the earth?
thank you and God bless.